March 3rd, 1972. The space orbiter Pioneer 10 took off with a message indicating the Earth's coordinates for the use of extraterrestrial beings. 2050. Quite a long time after having left the solar system, Pioneer 10 was continuing its cosmic journey when it was suddenly stopped in the middle of space and didn't emit anymore. Back on Earth, technicians suspected a transmission failure. How wrong they were. Someone had intercepted the Earth's foolhardy message and was about to use it for his own purpose.
Hello and welcome to an odd battle of the ports as we take a look at a game that started life on the Philips CDI. No, don't switch off just yet. There is a pretty substantial upgrade to this game later in the video. Released on July 2nd, 1995, Chaos Control is a rail shooter developed by Infogrames Multimedia and published by Philips Interactive Media for the CDI. In the year 2050, the alien Keshidan species discovered the Pioneer 10 space probe. When they deciphered the coordinates of the Earth from the Pioneer plaque, Lord Commander R. Crean orders the fleet to invade and destroy the planet. You play as Lieutenant Jessica Darkhill, a human pilot in the Orbital Defense Force. She seeks revenge for the death of her fiancé, Morgan Kane, who was killed during an earlier battle with the Keshidan on Mars. With the Keshidan flagship having appeared above the Earth for the final attack, Darkhill is promoted to Major and ordered to Manhattan to lead an attack on the Keshidan forces and prevent the destruction of the planet. As you probably figured out, the flight in this game is automated since it's just a video. You can target freely though using an on-screen reticle. Timing shots so that the firer's guns do not overheat is essential and rather annoying due to the overwhelming amount of targets there are. Targets across the game's 4 levels include mech suits and other spaceships, and virtual reality constructs, most of which will return fire in an effort to drain the player's shields. There are no bonuses or recharge power-ups for these shields, and play must restart from the beginning of the level if the player's ship is destroyed.
Red Leader approaching. Keep the 579 course. Runway clear. Maintenance team needed in the central dome.
The MS-DOS version is very odd, as it's completely untextured. Yeah, that's right. It looks very basic compared to the CDI original. Did they do this to improve video quality by using less color shades, thanks to the flat shaded polygons? Who knows, but what is baffling is the fact that they actually went through the effort to render out the game twice, once with textures for the CDI original and again without for the DOS release. Come to think of it, is this the video footage Infogrames were going to use for the unreleased Mega CD version they once mentioned? That would make sense. As for playability, well, this is probably a bit worse than the CDI version, as shooting seems to be slower, making it impossible to fire fast enough to hit everything. Oh, and it keeps stuttering. I've watched other people's playthroughs to see if it was just me, but no, it happens with others as well.
Good shot. Good shot.
防衛態勢をとって用心して。
任せてください。
よし。全体用意。出発。
next port came to the Saturn in Japan on December 29, 1995. This is basically the CDI version but running at a lower resolution and lower video quality. It's not a bad port, so to say, but considering it doesn't play to the Saturn's powers, there's no need to play this when there is a better version available. Released only in Japan on October 4th, 1996 came the PlayStation version. Unlike the DOS release, this one is fully textured just like the CDI original. Sadly, the video quality is awful. It's got that typical low quality JPEG look to it, along with the standard video artifacts of the time. Yeah, at times such as this cutscene, it does look bad. Gameplay is better than the CDI thanks to more responsive controls, but overall it is still quite dull. The PlayStation version also removes the virtual reality construct section, probably because it looks so dated.
Shutdown. System down. Destruction. End of transmission.
第11中隊ジェシカ・ダークヒル注意です。
よく来た。これはカラの負傷者だ。知っているだろうが。
On November 22nd, 1996, the Saturn got an updated version of Chaos Control that betters every other version out there. This is Chaos Control Remix. Now before I get into the improvements, I should point out that the European-based Chaos Control Saturn release is the same as this version but in English. So what are the improvements? Well, the video encoding is now at a higher resolution, the game's presentation has been overhauled with better UI, more options with more difficulty choices and cursor speed choices, various control options via the Saturn mouse or light gun. In fact, this is the only version that supports light guns. There's a 2-player option. Enemies now have vastly more attacks, making the game more exciting, but also more difficult. The laughable virtual reality construct stage has been removed, just like the PlayStation release, and the multi-directional options of Stage 3 have been reinstated. These were missing from the original Saturn and PlayStation versions of the game. So yeah, Chaos Control Remix or the European Saturn release are indeed the ultimate versions of Chaos Control. Does that make this a good game though? Nah, not really. And let's take a look at all of those versions of Chaos Control running side by side.
Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over. Modest tranquility. Said I made up my